All right, so the scratches are deep enough here for an 80 grit sandpaper. So we're gonna go ahead and start the prep process for all four wheels. Now here on the driver's rear, we have a long scratch there. They said that would be around 75 to 100 bucks, which is laughable. So the scratches here are actually deeper than they look. So we'll start with 80 grit and work our way up to smooth it out. And then on the front driver's side, we have a small scratch down towards the bottom. They said that would be around 75 to 100 bucks. So all in all, just for this minor damage here for all four of the wheels, it would probably cost around $500. All right, so here's what we got going on. We shaved down. This was like, if you take your finger and rub it across it, it was like you feel like a indentation. If you take your nail would get caught up there because it was like the scratch was deep. It was deep enough to where your finger will get caught up there. But now we sanded it down to where it's nice and smooth. That's exactly how you want it. You want it to be nice and smooth to the touch. You don't want no areas where you can feel resistance. So it's nice and smooth. That's how you want to sand it down. Here's the front driver's side as well. Sanded it down nice and smooth. And we also scuffed it. So the area here, it wasn't as big. So we had to sand it down in a larger area because, you know, you want it to be a larger area to where you're gonna be painting. So we did it a slightly larger area, and we scuffed a larger area as well. So when we paint it, you know, there'll be a larger area to work with, but it's nice and smooth now. We started with 80 grit to really get down to the deep parts, the scratches. Then we went to a 240 grit and then moved up to a 600 grit, so forth and so on. And then we went ahead and scuffed it. So we're gonna paint it. We'll have the paint and the primer in one, and then we'll put a clear coat on it as well. Now here is a quick list of all the things you'll need. You'll need a right angle drill. This is a cordless, or you'll need just a regular power drill, cordless. That's the first thing you'll need. Also, you'll need a kit to attach to the grill. This here attaches right onto your drill, and then onto this here, you would put your sanding disc. You can get this as a kit. I'll leave a link in the description. You can get these on Amazon. 80 grit. You got your 80 grit, 240 grit, 600 grit, 800 grit. So the 80 grit is going to take out the hard scratches. Then you work your way up to a 240 grit, smooth it out. 600 grit, it'll smooth it out even more. 800 grit, it'll really smooth it out, get it nice and fine to the point where it looks like this here. Now it's nice and fine. And then I'll go over it and wet sand it with some 1000 grit. That'll be the final, sort of in the final stage. You'll also need some masking paper to mask off the area you're working with as you're spraying paint. Obviously, you'll need some masking tape to tape on the masking paper. Scuff pad. After you sand with your 800 grit, your 1000 grit, you'll need the scuff pad to help the paint to adhere. I'll be using this clear coat, Max Flex clear coat. This dries within 5 minutes, no drips or streaks. And as far as the paint, I'll be using a all-in-one paint and primer from Rust-Oleum. This is a fast drying as well. All you'll need to complete this fix is around 30 bucks. I think this costs around 10 bucks. This costs around 10 bucks. The masking paper was $5. The tape was $5. I already had the drill and the sanding kits, but if you need to buy a drill, obviously you'll need to spend more money. But just to get the paint, your tape, you're looking at around 30, 35, 40 bucks maybe. This is all the things you'll need to complete the wheel fix. So I decided instead of repairing the wheels, I'm just going to paint them fully, all 4 of them, because if I do the repair, it's probably going to be like spots, and you can be able to tell where it was like painted and spot painted. So I think it would come out a whole lot better if I just paint the whole entire wheel on all 4 of them. It'll come out a more even look, and I think it just will look better overall. Plus, it'll last better. So I'm gonna just go ahead and paint the entire wheels. That's the plan. Stay tuned for part 2. Make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Stay tuned because we got more great content on the way. I will see you guys in the next video. Alex RT Life signing off.